Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurudevaya Namaha. Samast Jan Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Okay, let us all together chant these two invocation verses of this Subodh Vedanta. Vaktum Subodh Vedantam Pravritto Hyabhutopyaham Kripaya Yasyatam Vande Shri Ganesham Punah Punaha Vande Saraswatim Devim Sadgurum Me Mahamatim Sita Sameta Shri Ramam Yachantu Shubhadam Matim. Okay, so we started seeing the nature of the self and proof of God. That's the last section which we saw. Proof of God. Now, that topic sounds also challenging thing, you know. And everywhere, people are always trying to prove the existence of God. But I tell you, in our Shastras, it is said that the reality, and actually this God word also is a very confusing word. Because when we say God, it usually connotes somebody sitting, somewhere. And in all languages that is there, all cultures, all languages. When we ask, sometimes in our own language, Kaun jane? Upar wala. Everybody say, Upar wala, isn't it? Upar wala, Bhagwan is upar or what? Bhagwan is sarvavyapi, isn't it? So, people say upar wala, I mean, like that, those type of words are there in all languages. So, that God word usually refers to somebody sitting somewhere, some God sitting somewhere. So therefore we use words like Ishvara, Brahman, reality, and which doesn't have a Satchidananda existence. Yes, we don't have, in Vedanta, we don't use words, we don't translate those words as God. Those words are translated like that one who is all pervasive, who is here, there, and everywhere, the ruler and controller, and all pervasive reality, all like that, rather than somebody sitting somewhere. So there is a big problem in all teachings with regard to words themselves. Words themselves sometimes can be very misleading. You know, they take the mind in so many different directions. So what is being described here when it says proof of the existence of God? So there, don't think about some God sitting somewhere. In fact, if I set out to prove the existence of God, the fact that I have set out is proof. If I did not exist, I could not set out to prove, isn't it? And my existence is primary and required, necessary for the existence of all other things. Because if I were not there, then there would be nobody to know that everything exists. If I were not there, means human being was not there, who will know that this thing exists? Will not know. In fact, I tell you, human being's existence is, in the final analysis, the proof for the existence of God also. Now, many times people ask, why Bhagavan created this world? People say that type of question. So, one easy answer, not technical answer, easy answer is the manifestation of the human being from the reality is the way for the reality to know himself. But if the reality, which is one uniform, undifferentiated thing, if it were not differentiated in the form of a human being, there will be no way for him to know himself. Because that reality is now differentiated in the form of jivas, and the reality, the jivas are the ones who know, but it is the reality which has differentiated itself as jiva, and that jiva is knowing the reality now. So this is the only way reality can know itself, because an undifferentiated thing cannot know itself. See, this space and this space, they're same. There is no differentiating features in this space and no differentiating feature in this space. So this space cannot know this space. So undifferentiated. This one has to be differentiated as knower, and this one has to be differentiated as something which is known. Then only knowing can take place. But undifferentiated, it cannot know. So that reality is differentiated itself in the form of jiva and Ishvara. So now one can know the other. So this is a very simple answer to that question, why the Lord, we don't say, this is actually Western questions, why God created the world, because in Hinduism they know God did not create any world. And you have to be very mindful of those things. That is all a Christian teaching, that God created the world and all. In Hinduism, this world is anadi. Please remember that. What is the meaning of anadi? Beginningless. Without beginning. So if you are saying in one breath, you are saying, oh, Jagat, Jiva, Jagadishwara, all are anadi. Then how you came up with the question, why God created the world? But the question is wrong. If it is anadi, you just said in one breath, it is anadi, then next breath you are asking why he created. Did not create. There is no such thing as creation in Hinduism. And Brahmaji is not the creator. Brahmaji is the one who brings, Bhagavan tells in Gita very clearly. You all would have studied also. Avyaktat vyaktaya sarvaha. From the avyakta, all things become vyakta. So what is the meaning of that? From the unmanifest, things become manifest. This is the process of the universe. Like right now, you'll see a mango seed there. But in that seed, there is a mango tree. But the mango tree is called as unmanifest. So you put the seed in the ground and you give it water and sunlight and fertilizer and protection and all. The tree which is there in an unmanifest form will become manifest. And like that, the whole universe is becoming manifest and going into unmanifest. Things are becoming manifest and going into unmanifest. So when something becomes manifest, it is not that it is created. It is there already in an unmanifest form. Therefore, Hinduism doesn't have creation. And Brahmaji is not the creator. Brahmaji is the one who oversees that process of coming from unmanifest to manifest. Those are all wrong words were given by foreigners coming into India and translating all our thing in wrong way. And Lord Shiva doesn't destroy anything. He's not destroyer. He dissolves things. If you put sugar in water and you dissolve, do you destroy sugar? No. Sugar is very much there. So these translations and all which we make, they have to be removed. So now, this reality is differentiated as all of this. That is the idea. And the easy way to prove that to ourselves is like this. The reality is pure existence, and everything which we see around us exists also. It has isness. This is or is not. It is, you see. This is, this is, this is. The space in between is. Everything is. And And even if you say something is not, first you have to say is. So the notness is. Correct or not? See, is not, something is not. Like for example, one place our Puja, you have to be careful also. One place our Puja Guruji had gone and he asked, do you all see the horns on my head? One man said, not yet, Guruji. So he said, the horns on my head, the horn on my head is not. So that is not also is preceded by is, isn't it? It's a negative existence. It is not. So notness is also a concept in our mind. And the concept exists or not? So really speaking, there is only one thing in this universe, that is existence. You may jump high, jump low, say whatever you want and discourse however much you want, but there is only one thing in this universe, and that is existence. And the nature of existence is wonderful. Now, we'll come back to that just now because he's going to tell in the next, Guruji is going to tell very nicely in the next verse about where we have to proceed from today. Asti rupena chet bhati. This is what I was just telling now. But see the next verse. Then we will come back to this. This is number 3 on page 44. That is what we have to see today, right? Now see this. Sadeva karanam tasmat tat svashaktya yutam prabhu Ishvaras sahi vigneyaha Yahitvam sharanam vibhum. This is yesterday I was telling you there was a mistake in the print. That's where the mistake is. Yahi is 2 separate words there. Yahi should be 1 word. Yahi. Okay, now very nice verse. See this thing. Sad eva karanam tasmat. Therefore, existence alone is the cause for this universe. And how Gurudev is to describe cause and effect very easily, very simply, nicely? How? The effect is the cause in a different form. It is a very simple definition. The effect is nothing but the cause in a different form. It means whatever the cause was, that cause has now gone into the nama roop of an effect. And that is not the final. It may go into something else also. Isn't it? Like for example, the steam, let us say, has 5 billion molecules of H2O. That steam, now if you can cool it, it will become water. So now there it was. This water was caused by the steam. The steam has now gone into a different nama rupa, isn't it? Now, 5 billion molecules. Now you can also freeze it. Then it goes into ice. So from steam to water to ice. Now, it is the same cause, which is the 5 billion molecules of water, H2O. Now, in one form, one nama rupa. Now gone here into another nama rupa. Then gone there into another nama rupa. But it is always there. The same 5 billion 5 billion molecules of water is always there. So it just goes on changing nama rupa. So this way, in this way, the effect is only the cause in a different nama rupa, different form. So now he says, Sad eva karanam tasmat. Sat alone is the cause for this whole universe. In other words, the whole universe is existence in various nama rupa. So everything is nama rupa, and it is only existence in the form of that nama rupa. And I showed you on the first day, nama rupa really is abhasa rupa, just appearance. Nama rupa do not have any independent existence of their own. Because from any substance which has nama rupa, you remove the fundamental substance and the nama rupa vanishes. You see? So, nama rupa really doesn't have any substantial existence like that. So, all things in the universe is made up of this sat. Sat eva karanam. Now, second line says, second pada. Tat swashaktya-yutam prabhu. That Ishvara, Prabhu, is having its own internal Shakti. It is endowed with its own intrinsic Shakti. That Shakti, Guruji doesn't give the word here, but the word which is there in Vedanta for that Shakti, that is called Maya. Now, here people always have a big question. Let me tell you that question first. We started by saying on the first day, and just this morning also I told, that there is only one thing in the universe. That thing is Sat. Oh, but when you say that Sat has a Shakti, power, now you're saying there are two things. So you're teaching Advaita, but you're still telling two things. There is reality and there is Maya. So now, how in one breath you're saying there is only one thing, and now you're telling there are two things. So that intrinsic Shakti by which he manifests this whole universe. So you're positing two things. You're saying one, but you're positing two. You don't know how to teach philosophy properly. And you confuse everybody. First you say there's only one thing, then you're saying that there are two. Ishvara and Shakti. Swashaktya yutaha. Swashaktya, which is endowed with his own power. So now let me just explain this thing to you. If you take a molecule of water and you put it under the microscope, then what you will see? You will see H, 2H and an O, isn't it? H2O. So one oxygen will be there, and well, they used to draw pictures for us when we were in school. So one oxygen will be there, and like two Mickey Mouse airs, one hydrogen and one hydrogen there, right? Now, under the microscope, when you look, there you see this molecule O and 2H. Do you see through a microscope three inherent possibilities? Because remember, this H2O can be gas, liquid, or solid. Solid, liquid, or gas. It can be any one of them, right? In other words, this H2O has three inherent possibilities, right? But when you look under a microscope, do you see inherent possibilities? Microscope cannot show, eyes cannot show inherent possibilities, isn't it? In other words, the presence of three inherent possibilities does not dualize that H2O. You understand what I'm saying? The H2O remains one single uniform thing. It is not dualized by having three inherent possibilities. In the very same way, the reality, while H2O only has three possibilities, Sat has infinite possibilities. And the presence of infinite intrinsic possibilities in Sat does not dualize Sat. And that infinite number of inherent possibilities in Sat is called its Shakti, its Maya. You get this thing? So the presence of the Maya does not dualize the Sat. Just like the presence of three possibilities in water does not make water dual. Because when you see water under a microscope, you only see one uniform thing only. You don't see inherent possibilities at all. So, at any one time, that H2O can be gas, and it will still be H2O. It can be liquid, and it will still be H2O, and it can be solid, and it will still be H2O. In other words, its nature will always remain one and same. In the same way, Sat can be you, me, Jaravastu, this Jaravastu, Chetan Vastu, anything. That Sat can be. But the Sat never changes its nature. And how many possibilities? Infinite. So you put all that infinite possibilities together, we call it Maya. Swashaktya, Swashakti. It is its own Shakti of Sat. That is the idea. Otherwise, it's very difficult. People say, no, you are telling one and you're telling two. It is one only. But see, like one clay can be made into a pot, pan, dog, elephant, and you can take clay and shape it into anything. But if you touch one of those things, what are you touching, dog or clay? If it's a clay dog and you touch, are you touching dog or you're touching clay? Clay only. You can never touch dog. Isn't it? So like that, whatever I touch Ishvara only. And not only that, Ishvara is touching Ishvara. See? The toucher, the touched and the touching is all same Ishvara. So, this reality is endowed with its own intrinsic, this is the meaning of Tat Swashaktya Yutam Prabhu. It is endowed with its own Shakti, own power. Means an inherent capacity to take any Nama-rupa. A Nama-rupa doesn't do anything to a substance. If you take clay and you make Ram, and you take clay and you make Ravan, same clump of clay, you take half and make Ram and half and make Ravan. Does the clay become evil? No. If suppose the clay is sweet, and you taste Ram, he'll taste sweet. When you taste Ravan, he'll taste bitter or what? No, the giving of a Nama Rupa to that clay doesn't change the nature of clay. So no matter what Nama Rupa Ishvara takes on in this universe, is untouched. Asparsha. The Upanishad tells very clearly, asparsha means untouched. Nama Rupa cannot do anything to a substance. So all the things in the universe are made up of that same one Sat. And it is just that Sat has taken on all these Nama Rupas. What a oneness Vedanta speaks about. But what happens? I told you on first day, we get taken up with Nama Rupa. Isn't it? And that fellow he's Mexican. That other fellow, he's Chinese, That Nama Rupa, isn't it? That other fellow is Afro-American. African-American. And just, he's Indian. He's my buddy. Nama Rupa only. We get overwhelmed by that Nama Rupa and we forget the fundamental. That is to tell which level we are existing or living in. At which level do we live? So it says, this Ishvara Sai Vijnayahan. This Ishvara only I have to know, not Nama Rupa. This is the Ishvara I have to know, the pure existence which pervades every iota of the universe, which is inescapable, which is not only inescapable, it is not, we cannot miss Ishvara. You could miss any other thing in this world, but we cannot miss Ishvara. It means you cannot be outside, you cannot escape Ishvara. Yahi tvam sharam vibhum. You take refuge in that all-pervasive Ishvara. See, all the Ishvara is described now in several ways. In the verse, you will also find that same Ishvara is described as Sarvavyapi, Sarvashaktiman, and Sarvajna. Ishvara is Sarvajna, Sarvavyapi, Sarvashaktiman, generally speaking. All-pervasive, all-knowing, and all-powerful. In other words, see, if you say Sarvashaktiman, all-powerful, Swashaktya, Sarvashaktiman. It means to say, if Ishvara is infinite and he has intrinsic power, then what is there in this universe which is outside his capacity? Nothing will be there outside his capacity. If you say that there is something which Ishvara cannot do, then he is not Sarva Shaktiman, isn't it? Then you have to stop saying Ishvara is Sarva Shaktiman. But whatever you cannot conceive of also, Ishvara will be able to do that thing. Because he is infinite and his power is infinite. He cannot be infinite and his power is finite. Maybe he can only use one of his arm, Poor Ishvara. He has a stroke on the other arm. Sarva Shaktiman and Sarva Vyapi. All pervasive. Here, there, and everywhere. This universe. People go on saying all sorts of things about this universe, The universe expanding. Into what? And if you suppose it is expanding into space, the space is already there or not? When the space is already there, that means the space exists. That means existence is already there. You see? So dure tadantike. It is far, it is also near. Far means wherever your mind can take. That existence is there. So, Sarva Vyapi, then Sarvagnya. I told you about Sarvagnya already. Ishvara, you cannot call Ishvara Sarvagnya if he doesn't know what you're going to be having for breakfast tomorrow. He knows what you're going to be having for breakfast tomorrow or not. You may not know, but he knows. If he doesn't know, that means he's not Sarvagnya. Right? If he is not Sarvagnya, well, there are many things which he may not know now. If there are many things which Ishvara doesn't know, I don't want to pray to that Ishvara, I tell you. No? Because he may not know that tomorrow he will be conquered. Or he may not know what is going to happen next with himself only. That means he's just like one of us. That Ishvara also called as Savignyaya. That Ishvara I should know, who is Sarvagnya. So these three words are usually used to describe that Ishvara is Sarvagnya, Sarvavyapi, Sarvashaktiman, all powerful. And that he says, this last pada, you see very nicely, he says, Yahitvam Sharanam Vibhum. Vibhum means Sarvavyapi. We should take refuge in him only. Meaning what? Look here. This will come up again, but just think a little bit. I should take refuge. What is the meaning of refuge? Really speaking, my nature, whether I know, I like, I accept or not, my nature is pure existence. Because I exist only, isn't it? At this moment, I am really taking myself to be Nama Roop, not existence. So in other words, I have identified myself as Nama Roop. To the relinquishing of that identification with Nama Rupa is Sharanam. Right now, I have taken refuge in Nama Rupa. I have to take refuge in existence. Means I am holding on so strongly to my Nama Rupa. And I have forgotten my existence. So, to relinquish my identification with this Nama Rupa is ready to take refuge in my own self. We are enamored, overwhelmed by Nama Rupa. That is why we have invented mirrors. We go there and we stand in front of the mirror and we get enamored by our Rupa. You see? And do all sorts of things. That Rupa only. Dress nicely. Come out looking swanky. You see that? Rupa, what else is it? Huh? And of course Nama, my image and my name and my, what we call today? It destroyed my image only. Reputation. All that goes with nama. Reputation goes with nama only. We have to say, he's not only a man, he's a good man. Reputation. So we are so taken up by those type of things. Once we start slowly relinquishing all this attachment to nama rupa and all its various manifestations, and start identifying with my own true nature, that is taking refuge in existence only. Because my nature is existence. Oh, what to do? I cannot escape existence only. You see? So, Sharanam Yahitvam. Yahi means Vraja. Yeah. Sharanam Vraja. Tameva Sharanam Vraja. In Gita you have seen. That Vraja and this Yahi is one and same. You take refuge in that reality only. That is the idea. Now, in the next section, 5 types of Shraddha are given. In our Sanskrit language, there are 2 words. One word is called as Shraddha, and the other word is called as Vishwas. Now, let me tell you about those 2 words a little bit. Then we can continue. Really speaking, Shraddha and Vishwas essentially is same. Bhavani Shankarau Vande, Shraddha Vishwas Rupinau. We have seen, na? Yabhyam Vina Na Pashyanti, Siddhasvantasthmishwaram. We chant every night. So, you have seen in our Puranas and all, there is something called as Ardhanarishwar. Have you seen it? So the same Bhagavan Shiva is half Shiva, half Parvati ji. Have you seen? So both are one and same. Because here in this verse which I just told you there, from Ramcharitamanas, it says Shraddha Vishwas Rupino. Bhagavan Shankar and Parvati ji, they are Shraddha, Vishwas and Shraddha in that order. So you can now start making superficial differences between the 2 of them. Essentially they are one and same. So what we say, Shraddha is feminine, Vishwas is masculine. But we know the feminine aspect and the masculine aspect of Shiva, they are one and same. The root is essentially one and same. Like when we see in an atom, there's a positive charge and a negative charge. But their root is same because their root is existence only. Isn't it? It is existence here appearing as positive and existence here appearing as negative. So the root is one and same. So in this way, Shraddha and Vishwas is one and same. But we can say now that for Shraddha, it is in Sanskrit feminine word. Vishwasa is a masculine word. Now, some people make some other distinction. Again, I'll tell you one more distinction, then we'll just go into this thing. They say, Shraddha is blind. Vishwas requires, like I will tell you, if you sit in a person's car for the first time, you don't know what type of driver they are, you know. That you are going there with Shraddha only. Huh? You're going with Shraddha, you don't know this person, what type of driver this person is, you know. Some people say when he's driving, you have to stay off the sidewalk also. So when you sit in such a person's car, you just have only what is called as Shraddha. After you have driven with the person and you know that the person is a capable driver, then you say, oh, I believe in your driving. I believe in your driving. So the next time when you go with some sort of assurance in your mind. I believe in your driving. That is called as Vishwas. Huh? So it is after it has been ascertained. After, somehow you have in your mind firmed up this. So I believe in your driving. I know you will take us there safely and all that. Prior to that, you don't know anything. Whether you will reach or not. So some such distinction you can make, but really speaking, essentially there's, because in the second one also, you don't know on that particular day this fellow is in a bad mood. He is a good driver, you know, because you have gone with him before. But you have not seen all his moods. So to some degree you still have Shraddha there, isn't it? Okay, so now, after making such types of distinction, I'll tell one more point. Please pay attention to this. This is a very important thing and we miss it many times. In Vedanta, our Advaita Vedanta, we do not need belief. Look here. Do you exist or do you believe that you exist? I exist. It isn't a belief. Even if I am believing, I have to exist, then believe. Correct or not? This is why we don't need belief in Vedanta. Because my existence does not require the sanction of somebody else. I don't have to hear from you and then believe that I exist. It doesn't require anybody else approving or confirming or ascertaining my existence. My attempt to ascertain anything proves my existence. So where do you need belief? This is the first point. We really don't need belief. I have to just start from there, and if I do very good thinking, very good reflection, very good pondering and all that about my existence, then I will start, oh, I exist. Does this thing exist? It does exist. It may exist temporarily. It may exist as an abhasa roop, means an appearance or whatever form, but it exists. Isn't it? And then I start thinking, like, this also exists, this space exists, but there's existence everywhere. Like this, I go on thinking. I will be able to discover the all-pervasive existence, starting with myself. And the other ones may be doubtful and all that kind of thing. But if it is, suppose it is only an appearance, but it has a temporary, it is appearing for a while. So if it is appearing for a while, it cannot just appear without having existence as its substratum. You see? So, like this, I really don't need belief. I can just simply start thinking from my own existence. Now, a second point. It does not mean that in Vedanta, we do not use belief. That is a different matter altogether. There is a difference between using something and needing something. Like, I give you an example. See, my brother owns a nice car. I don't own any car. So every day I take the bus downtown. My brother is going to Europe on a vacation and he leaves the car with me. Now, every day I'm driving downtown. I'm taking the bus downtown. But now when he leaves the car with me, means I don't need that car. But I drive it downtown. So there is a difference between needing something and using something. So in Vedanta, if we can use belief and use Shraddha and faith and all of that to do, and it can speed up my process, then we use that thing. So therefore, the Shastras encourage, but the one who has Shraddha, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Meaning to say, look here, if the person just stays like that, every jiva will attain jnanam. Shraddha or no Shraddha. Because every jiva, the only problem is that will take a long time. So we use it. You understand that thing? It will take a very long time. All jivas are evolving towards Ishvara, whether they know or not. But if I can get things to help me on the way to speed up that process, then I will not be here sunken in this Maya with sorrow only, isn't it? I can speed up that process. So that small difference is there. We really don't need it, but we use it conveniently, like that. And so this Shraddha, the scriptures now advise, use Shraddha, and yes, so that person will reach there fast. Now, Guruji here describes 5 types of Shraddha. Now see from page 49. Atmajnane pravritto yaha Shraddham santharayet dhridam Shraddhavan labhate jnanam Nanyatedam sunishchitam. So Atmajnane pravrittaha yaha, the one who is on the path of Atmajnan, who wants to know the self, know that the pure existence, which I already am. The one who is on that path, yaha shraddham santhare dridham. That person should develop a strong shraddha. And then this person will move at a great pace. Otherwise, yes, we'll get there, but it takes a very long time. Now see, you know that in the old days, if I have to go from here to downtown San Jose, then I have to walk, isn't it? But then human beings thought, walking takes so long. Let me make a bicycle. So he takes a quarter of the time only. Then even the bicycle also is taking too long, Let me put a motor on the bicycle. So put a motor on the bicycle and zoom, zoom. But that also was a little bit dangerous and only one person can go, Or maybe 2 people. So he put 4 wheels and a bigger motor. Take 10 people if you're in India. But no. Or whatever number of persons. So many people, right? And it's a little bit safer also. Like that. So he goes on. And he wants to always improve that. So in the very same way here, the jiva, he'll go naturally. He will go on. He'll go on to Ishvara, whether he knows or doesn't know. But he wants to speed up. So that, therefore, we say, we have come up with means to get there. And the sadhana word is translated directly. The sadhana means means. Isn't it? So now Shraddha becomes, instead of sadhana chatushtaya, Shraddha is there. Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti. Shraddha is there in that list. So it's a means, you see. So, he says, for the person on this path of Atmajnana, Shraddham Santhare Dridham, he should now hold on, engage himself in very strong Shraddha. Must have, means imbibe, develop strong Shraddha. Then we will move at a very fast pace. So Shraddhavan labhate jnana. And the one who has that Shraddha, he will get jnana, means fast. You have to put fast in all of that. Then, na anyatha idam sunishchitam. And there is no other, means we will languish for a very long time in Maya only. We'll be there, languishing for a very long time. Because ordinarily, the jiva whose senses are outgoing, he will not start thinking about existence and all of that, isn't it? He will not start thinking. Somebody will have to tell him, do you know, existence is the fundamental basic thing of the whole universe. He'll thought, really? I thought money was the fundamental thing, Because that is where the mind is. So somebody will have to tell. And then the person who is telling, he'll have to have Shraddha in that person. Isn't it? That fellow is talking sense. He's talking nonsense. Then he'll not listen. So some Shraddha will be required there. So otherwise it will take a very long time. Now, he says, this is not going to happen in any time fast if he doesn't have Shraddha. Now he says, Shraddha, especially now in our Vedanta, Shraddha in 5 things. 5 types of Shraddha are given there now. Very important for us. Now what are these 5 types of Shraddha? See, page 51. Pramana buddhir vedante Brahma sadbhava nishchaye Sadguror brahmanishtatve Swatmana karma samarthye. Next verse goes together with it. Sadhane guruna prokte Vishwasa palanam tatha Evam panchavidha shraddha. That shraddha should be plural only. Evam panchavidha shraddha Bhavet sadhaka muktida. Bhavet sadhaka mukti. Now, what are the 5 types of Shraddha? See, pramana buddhihi vedante. But I should have faith in the pramana. Pramana means the authority. Pramana really means the authoritative scripture. And Vedanta, what here? Upanishad. So first thing, I should have faith in the Upanishad. So, meaning to say what? That, okay, we will come back. Let me just list them. Then, second, Brahma sadbhava nishchaye. Firm faith in the absolute reality, Brahma. So, faith in the Pramana, which is Upanishad. Faith in the absolute reality, Brahma. Like that. And I was telling you that this is just to speed up the whole process now. Otherwise, you jump high, jump low, you will realize Ishvara one day, whether you like it or not. But that one day is a long one day. Wait, I don't want to. This Maya should be such. That's why Mukshutvam is another means. See, sadhana chatushtaya, isn't it? It's a means. Mukshutvam is also a means. That is to. So, yes, now faith in Brahma, the absolute reality. Sadguroho brahmanishtate tatve. Faith in that Guru. If I think this fellow is out to fool me, then we'll not move, we'll just have to go with the pace of Prakriti only. If I think he's out to fool me, so faith in that Guru, Swatmana, Karma, Samarthye, and also when that Guru tells to do some sadhana and all, yeah, I should follow that thing. So in other words, that whatever sadhana that he tells to do, whatever actions he tells to do, that thing will really deliver what he is telling it to deliver. When that and here swatmanaha means in one's own self also, that I can do. Swatmanaka samarthya means I have the ability. Many people start off like that. No, I don't think I can do that thing. In that, what is it? Winnie the Pooh. Have you seen that Winnie the Pooh? There is one donkey there. That anything they set out to do, donkey say, nah, I don't think that we will ever succeed in this thing. And his one mantra only is like that only. He means he has no Shraddha in him, in himself, and then the others also, that they will be able to achieve this. But so many people, no, Swamiji, I don't think this mukti, ukti, all things is for me, This, maybe this is for some other people and all, but so he has no Shraddha in himself. Swatmana karma samarthye means he is capable of doing that karma, doing it himself. I can do it. Hundreds have come before me and done it now. Then, sadhane guruna prokte vishwasaha palanam. Means to say that this Guru tells to do this sadhana. And if the Guru told to do this sadhana, it means this sadhana will deliver something to me. Otherwise, why will you tell me to do it? This sadhana can deliver something to me. So I have Shraddha in that sadhana, that it will surely deliver something to me. So this is the fifth one. So these 5 types of Shraddha. It says, Evam Panchavida Shraddha Bhavet Sadhakaha Muktida. These 5 types of Shraddha will certainly bring mukti to that sadhaka, to the spiritual aspirant, the seeker. It means it will quickly deliver, the means will quickly deliver its result. Now see all of them, pramana buddhi. We have 3 main types of praman. There are 6 types of pramans in Vedanta or Advaita Vedanta. 3 are of importance to us. The others are there and they can be subsumed under these 3 only. So what is this? First of all, we have what we call as Shabda Praman. Shabda Praman means the words of the Shruti, which is told by the Guru and all that, right? The Shabda. These are words which are told there. So we say, those words are true. And the Guru is telling it truly as it is. So that's Shabda Praman. That becomes the authority. The words become the authority. Then we have what we call Pratyaksha Praman. This thing is black. Why? My eyes tell me it is black. It is evident to my senses. It's quite evident to my senses. This thing is black. You see. So we hold on to that. That is one type of praman also. It's called as Pratyaksha Praman. This Shabda or Shruti Praman is the words of the Shruti. And then there is one very important, and actually this also we use profusely without knowing. We don't think about it, but it is called as Anumana Praman. Anumana Praman means inference. Inference. If you come here and you push that entrance door and it is open, immediately you make an inference. Somebody was here before me. Isn't it? Your inference may be right or wrong, but you do make one. But we are making inference all the time. We do it all the time without thinking. Well, I have made an inference. Actually, half of our life is lived by inference. You go outside and you see the parking lot wet. It rained. Somebody might have put a hose. But your inference, you're making inference that it rained. Like that. We go on making a lot of... And inference actually can be misleading. Sometimes we have to be very careful. That is why we say that there is something in relation to inference, I must tell you. There must be an invariable concomitance. Then only your inference will be 100% right. What is the meaning of invariable concomitance? It means, like for example, there's an invariable concomitance between fire and smoke. If you see smoke in the mountain over there, you know that smoke doesn't come from any other place. Smoke has to come only from fire. So your inference that there's fire in the mountain, that will be correct. But if you see the parking lot wet, well, wetness may not have only come from rain. Somebody could have passed with a hose there and sprayed that place, isn't it? So that type of inference has room for ambiguity or being wrong. But we are doing it all the time. So when we say inference here, in this scripture, when we're talking about that type of praman, we are talking about invariable concomitance, not the other type of inference. Where there is one thing, the other thing is surely there. And that's called invariable concomitance. So that type of praman we use in our Vedanta, and we'll see how that is applied as we go on. In other words, I've just told you, if I am doubting, that doubt has to be preceded by existence. Because if there is no existence, there cannot be any doubt. You see? So that is an important praman for us. If I do not exist, then who will doubt? So the doubt has to be preceded. Wherever there is a doubt, there has to be existence preceding that thing. If you are seeing a movie on the screen, that means light is there behind. But how you will see a movie without light? The movie and the light, they are invariably together. You see? So like that, very important praman for us to use. So they call pramana buddhi vedante. And we have to, the pramana is now of these three types which I am telling you. And then Brahma Sadbhava Nishchaye. Shraddha in Brahma, the absolute reality, which we just told that absolute reality is a unity of Satchit Ananda. And that is easily seen, with a little bit of thinking, where there is existence which is surrounding me everywhere. I cannot escape existence. No matter what we do. There are certain things which are inescapable. One is existence. The second thing which you cannot escape is sukha. The human being, no matter what he does, even a sadist who cuts himself, he does that because he gets sukha. A sadist is one who gets sukha from something which would ordinarily give dukkha. Correct or not? Sukha is inescapable actually. No matter, in Sesame Street there's a fellow named Oscar the Grouch. Have you seen that? Oscar the Grouch. So if they are going on a picnic, Oscar wants everything to get spoiled. If they are going on a picnic, he will pray for rain. Let it rain and let everything get washed out, rained out like the match. So let it rain, let the picnic get washed out. And in other words, so you will think that Oscar wants everything to go bad. So he wants sorrow. No, when it goes bad, he's happy. So what he really wants? Happiness. The other inescapable thing really is sukha. It's Satchit Ananda. And then if there is no consciousness of all of this, Satchit Ananda. We cannot escape existence. We cannot escape sukha also. Ananda. And if there is no consciousness of all of this, it is good as not being there. So we cannot escape consciousness of these three things. Satchidananda is inescapable. No matter what you do, you are only getting joy from that thing. If we are getting joy from our bondage, the only thing is that we know we want more joy and we just don't know how to get it. We're getting joy, that's why we stay bound. We're getting joy from our bondage also. So, this is Brahma Sadbhave, Sadguroho Brahma Nishthatve. We'll see now what time is. So, 2 Shraddha, we'll see other 3 tomorrow and continue that. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.